Hi guys, good afternoon everybody. This is Anindya Vikas Day. So I am back with my slides right now. So I will just tell you in brief who am I and what is my mission. I am a power system specialist and I only validate the plant electrical design work carried out by any contractor or consultant to make it error free. If a consultant is charging over 2,40,000 USD annually for one person, I can usually save them at least 1,40,000 USD with my expert opinion. I will tell you a brief about me. Who am I? I am an electrical engineer and 15 plus years of experience in mega projects in electrical system design, project management and technical due diligence for chemical, petrochemical plants, coal-based power plant, combined cycle power plant, simple cycle power plant, solar PV plant and EHV substations including AIS and GIS and EHV transmission lines up to 765 kV. I am a power system specialist in simulation studies in ETAP, PSSC, PSS Syncal and in PSCAD software. I have executed several projects and I have executed more than 30 solar PV plant grid compliance studies in various demographies, be it in Egypt, Argentina, Bangladesh, India, and in many other countries like UAE. So here I will give you a brief about my social statistics, that is my social media profiles. I am on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. I have my own Facebook group and Facebook page. And in LinkedIn I have 903 followers. In Instagram just have recently opened, that is 24 followers, and in Facebook I have 374 followers, and YouTube channel also recently launched in the name of Anindya Vikas Day, and I have 26 subscribers till now. Hi, this is continuation of the reactive power compensation at transmission level. This is series 2 of 5. So if you just refer to the first slide, in there I had talked about the reactive power compensation, and now today I will talk specifically about the shunt reactor. Why shunt reactor is required? It is usually used at high voltage level, say at 400 kV, and it is used in the bus as shunt reactor. So why it is used? It is used for the purpose of compensating the light load condition. Whenever there is a light load in the system, there is a tendency of overvoltage, so it absorbs the charging megawatt and it balances the system voltage. So that is the main purpose of the shunt reactor. And when it is in the full load condition, as we cannot switch off, if it is not a switch shunt, in that case it will normally reduce the voltage. And basically there are three types of shunt reactor configuration. One is bus connected, one is line connected, and third one is transformer tertiary connected. You can see the figure in the right side. The three different figures have been given. The bus connected shunt reactor, and in the right side second one, it is the line connected shunt reactor, and the third one, it is the tertiary connected shunt reactor. Usually for voltages more than 52 kV, bus connected shunt reactor is used either with solidly grounding or with neutral grounding. So there is specific purpose of neutral grounding the shunt reactor for arc suppression, so that we can discuss in a separate slide in future. So other than shunt compensation through inductive compensation, it is capacitive compensation. So shunt capacitors are used It can be used with series and parallel combination even up to 400 kV. And the most disadvantage of this shunt compensation is whenever the requirement is there mostly to satisfy the reactive power support in the system, it is not capable to deliver because of the nature that the reactive power output from these capacitor bank units are proportional to the square of the applied voltage. So here in the right side, some of the capacitor banks, how it is used in the transmission level and also in the industrial level, it has been shown. You can verify it. And the recent trend is that for EHV capacitor closing, we can use the point on wave closing of the circuit breaker so that the inrush current during the switching is minimized. And you can use the capacitors as fixed shunt as well as the switch shunt. So in switch shunt, there may be several megawatts in blocks that can be switched and configured in a sequential manner. So let's work together. And why I'm here, I have already clarified that I am a power system specialist and I only validate the plant electrical design work of any contractor or consultant to make it error free. And if a consultant is charging over 2,40,000 USD annually for one person, I can usually save them at least 1,40,000 with my expert opinion. Thank you. Bye bye.